Every morning, across countless kitchens in America, the unmistakable sizzle of bacon signals the start of a new day. And more often than not, that bacon comes from one name: Hormel. With over 130 years of history, Hormel Foods has grown from a small family-run meat packer in southern Minnesota into one of the most respected names in global food production. Its bacon, especially the flagship Black Label brand, has become a household staple, synonymous with flavor, consistency, and tradition. But how does Hormel produce millions of strips of perfectly smoked bacon day after day while maintaining such high standards? The answer lies in a combination of heritage, industrial science, and meticulous control. Because behind every slice of bacon is a process that starts long before the meat ever reaches your frying pan. The story of Hormel begins in 1891 when George A. Hormel opened a modest meat processing business in Austin, Minnesota. At the time, the focus was local: pork, beef, and poultry products supplied to small-town butchers and grocers. But George Hormel had a vision, one that extended beyond fresh meat. He saw potential in packaged, shelf-stable protein at a time when refrigeration was still a luxury. That foresight would lay the foundation for an empire. By the 1920s, Hormel was already pioneering new methods of curing and preserving meat, introducing innovations like canned ham and chili. But it was after World War II, when consumer demand for convenience foods skyrocketed, that bacon emerged as a centerpiece of the American breakfast. Hormel responded with factory-scale smoking and slicing methods that could meet national demand, without sacrificing quality. Today, Hormel's bacon is sold in over 80 countries and appears in formats ranging from thick-cut artisanal slabs to ready-to-eat bacon bits. Yet, no matter the form, every piece begins the same way, with a hog raised under strict standards, bred for tenderness and flavor, and monitored from birth to harvest. Coming up next, how are the pigs raised, and what makes Hormel's sourcing process so different from typical industrial pork? Before a single slice of bacon is packaged, the journey begins on a farm. Hormel sources its pork from a network of trusted producers across the American Midwest, states like Minnesota, Iowa, and Nebraska, where pork farming is both a tradition and a science. These farms don't just raise pigs, they manage every stage of the animal's life cycle under tightly controlled conditions. Each pig is bred through selective genetics to produce the ideal balance of lean meat and intramuscular fat, key factors for achieving that signature bacon marbling. The pigs are housed in climate-controlled barns with carefully regulated lighting and temperature. Feed is scientifically formulated to include a precise mix of protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. And every step, from nutrition to veterinary care, is documented, tracked, and audited. Contrary to popular myths, growth hormones aren't used in pork production in the United States. They're banned by federal law. Instead, farmers rely on advanced breeding and nutrition programs to achieve consistent results. Hormel also enforces animal welfare standards, including proper space, enrichment practices, and humane handling. The goal is not just efficiency, but ethics and predictability. Because great bacon starts with great care. As pigs approach market weight, typically around 280 pounds, they are transported to processing facilities via temperature-monitored trucks designed to minimize stress and maintain safety. This transition marks the shift from farm to factory, from biology to precision engineering. What happens next is a blend of tradition and cutting-edge technology, designed to transform whole hogs into bacon with stunning speed and consistency. Let's step inside a Hormel processing plant and see how pork bellies become the bacon we know and love. At the heart of Hormel's bacon empire lies a facility that few ever see, but nearly everyone tastes. Once the hogs arrive at one of Hormel's processing plants, the real transformation begins. These facilities run with near military precision, combining advanced automation with time-honored techniques to ensure every slab of bacon meets the same high standard. Whether it's heading to a diner in Chicago or a grocery shelf in Tokyo. The process starts with the pork belly, the lower abdominal section of the hog, which provides the ideal ratio of fat to muscle for bacon. Each belly is carefully trimmed, sorted, and inspected by both human eyes and computer vision systems. These technologies use real-time imaging to detect inconsistencies in size, color, or fat distribution. Any belly that doesn't meet Hormel's strict criteria is rerouted for other uses. Once approved, the bellies move to the curing stage. Here, they are injected with a precise blend of salt, sugar, sodium nitrite, and proprietary flavoring agents. This curing solution isn't just for taste. It preserves the meat, enhances color, and inhibits bacterial growth. The formulation is calibrated to within grams per kilogram, ensuring uniform flavor and shelf life. After curing, the pork bellies are left to rest in climate-controlled rooms. This resting period allows the solution to fully penetrate the meat. Then comes one of the most crucial and most traditional steps in the bacon process: smoking. Hormel uses real hardwood chips, including hickory, applewood, or maple, depending on the product line. Massive smoking chambers slowly cook the cured bellies at low temperatures, typically between 120 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. The smoke isn't just about aroma. It triggers a chemical reaction known as the Maillard reaction, which creates that rich, caramelized flavor profile that bacon lovers crave. Every smoke cycle is digitally logged, with sensors tracking time, temperature, and humidity in real time. This ensures that every batch of bacon, no matter where it's produced, has the same signature smoky intensity. Once smoked, the bellies are chilled to firm up the texture, making them easier to slice with precision. But even at this stage, quality control is relentless. Employees conduct spot checks for consistency in color, fat streaking, and overall integrity of each slab. Next up, how do you take a 12-pound slab of meat and turn it into dozens of perfectly uniform slices? Welcome to the slicing room, where lasers, robotics, and high-speed blades take bacon to the next level. After curing and smoking, each pork belly becomes a solid slab of flavor, rich with aroma, firm in texture, and ready for the next step: transformation into the familiar slices that end up on breakfast plates and cheeseburgers around the world. Inside Hormel's slicing rooms, the atmosphere shifts from slow smoking tradition to high-speed precision. Here, pork bellies are fed into state-of-the-art slicing machines equipped with lasers and computerized sensors. These machines scan the size, shape, and density of each belly in milliseconds, adjusting blade movement on the fly to ensure every slice falls within micrometer tolerances. Whether it's thick cut, center cut, or stack-packed strips, the goal is the same: consistency. Each slice must be uniform in thickness, with a balanced ratio of lean to fat. That's not just for aesthetics. Consistent thickness ensures even cooking and proper texture on the consumer's end. Once sliced, the bacon is arranged into packaging units, a process that's partially automated but still supervised by human inspectors. Quality control teams check for irregularities, tears, misaligned strips, or visible defects. At this stage, any flawed product is immediately removed from the line and either reprocessed or discarded. The final packaging step is as crucial as the slicing. Bacon is sealed in vacuum packs to preserve freshness and extend shelf life. These packs are flushed with a food-safe gas mixture that reduces oxidation and microbial growth. Every package is coded with a traceability number that allows Hormel to track its origin down to the farm, the day, and even the smokehouse batch. From there, cartons of bacon are boxed, labeled, and sent to temperature-controlled storage. The cold chain, Hormel's refrigerated distribution network, ensures that the product stays at optimal conditions from factory to store shelf. A single break in the cold chain could impact freshness, so sensors monitor temperature throughout the journey, with alerts for even minor fluctuations. By the time a package of bacon reaches your hands, it has passed through over a dozen stages of scanning, testing, and approval. The result? A product that delivers the same sizzle, taste, and satisfaction every time. Coming up next, in an industry where safety is non-negotiable, how does Hormel meet and exceed USDA standards for food handling and hygiene? In the world of industrial food production, precision means nothing without safety. At Hormel, food safety isn't just a priority, it's a foundation. Every strip of bacon is a reflection of a complex safety ecosystem, governed by science, regulation, and relentless inspection. From the moment the hogs are received, USDA inspectors are on site, monitoring every stage of the process. These federal officers work side by side with Hormel's internal quality assurance teams to ensure compliance with some of the most stringent food safety standards in the world. Nothing escapes scrutiny. Temperatures, microbial loads, equipment sanitation, even the air quality within production zones are continuously measured and logged. One of the most critical steps is microbial testing. Samples are routinely taken from processing surfaces, packaging areas, and the meat itself to detect any signs of pathogens like Salmonella or Listeria. If any irregularity is found, the system triggers an immediate response. Production is halted, affected batches are quarantined, and corrective actions are deployed. All employees who enter production zones are required to follow rigorous hygiene protocols. This includes full gowning procedures, sanitizing boots and hands, and passing through air curtains that help prevent cross-contamination. Machines, belts, and slicers are deep cleaned daily, with verification swabs taken after every shift. If a single swab fails, the area must be re-cleaned and retested before work can resume. Hormel also invests in continuous training. Staff are updated regularly on new food safety technologies, hazard analysis protocols, HACCP, and traceability systems. Digital dashboards throughout the facility display real-time safety metrics and compliance status, creating transparency and accountability at every level. What sets Hormel apart is their commitment to proactive safety, not just reacting to issues, but designing systems that anticipate and prevent them. For example, vision systems detect anomalies in real time and redirect problematic cuts automatically. Temperature sensors in storage and transport units log data 24/7, with alerts sent instantly if deviations occur. This obsession with safety is what earns Hormel repeated certifications from third-party auditors and maintains consumer trust. Because for millions of families, bacon isn't just food, it's a ritual. And rituals require reliability. Next, we'll explore how Hormel is shaping the future of bacon through sustainable packaging, renewable energy, and innovations that aim to make your favorite breakfast meat better for the planet too. While bacon has remained largely unchanged in flavor for generations, the way it's made and the impact it leaves on the planet is evolving rapidly. At Hormel, innovation doesn't stop at flavor. It extends into the company's commitment to environmental stewardship and long-term sustainability. One of the biggest areas of change is packaging. Hormel is developing new, recyclable, and compostable film technologies that maintain freshness while reducing plastic waste. These advanced materials are designed to withstand the rigors of the cold chain without compromising shelf life or safety. The goal is simple, but ambitious. Less waste in landfills, more bacon on plates. Inside the factories, energy efficiency is a growing priority. Hormel has invested in heat recovery systems, LED lighting retrofits, and real-time energy monitoring across multiple production lines. Several facilities now run partially on wind and solar power, reducing carbon emissions by millions of pounds annually. Water conservation is another key focus. Bacon production requires significant amounts of water for cleaning, chilling, and sanitizing. Hormel uses closed-loop water systems and advanced filtration to minimize usage and recycle wherever possible, without sacrificing food safety. But sustainability at Hormel isn't just about infrastructure. It's also about farming practices. The company is working closely with pork suppliers to improve soil health, reduce antibiotic use, and develop regenerative agricultural techniques that benefit both animals and ecosystems. These efforts not only ensure a better product, but a better future for the communities that support it. Meanwhile, automation is reshaping the factory floor. Robotic arms now assist in slicing and packaging to improve speed, precision, and worker safety. AI-powered sensors detect imperfections that the human eye might miss, and real-time data analytics help managers adjust production to reduce food waste and energy consumption. Even with all this change, Hormel has remained true to one core promise: to produce bacon that's consistent, safe, delicious, and increasingly responsible. Because today's consumers don't just want good food, they want food that's good for the planet too. From a modest butcher shop in 1891 to a global food leader today, Hormel's bacon story is one of evolution, tradition, and innovation. Each crisp, smoky strip carries more than flavor. It carries a legacy built on precision, transparency, and trust. So the next time you open a pack of bacon, remember, what you're holding isn't just breakfast. It's the result of over a century of craftsmanship, science, and care. If you found this journey into the world of bacon fascinating, don't forget to subscribe. Because behind every strip of crispy perfection is a process you never expected, and a story you'll never forget.